Sharp calls. Simon, who's calling us? What are they saying?
Pretty easy week from the pros. I mean, they're from the same perspective as us, Chad. You have a lot of home dogs this week, and they're divisional dogs. And we're late enough in the season now where that matters. And the public perception of overvaluing these road favorites, they don't learn. They didn't learn last week. They're not going to learn again this week. So shocking to no one. These are probably going to be some of our big balls bets we're going to be having in our contest, no doubt. The Commanders. The pros love the Commanders. They've loved them all week. No shock there. The hope is it gets back to 7. I don't know if the pros are going to let it get to 7, but that's a game we're going to break down, Chad. Denver, we talked about it. It was 8.5. Now it's down to 7, right? The books aren't your friends. They're not letting you get down a good number to tease now, right? Now it's down to -1 if you throw it in a teaser. Fishy line. And Evan told us, like, Mahomes against the West, straight up, it's free money. Like, the dude's lost, I think Evan said 2 games in the last 7 years, something crazy like that. So yeah, 29-3. Thank you, Evan. I can't wrap my head around it. Mahomes is 29-3 straight up against his division. It's just God numbers. So yeah, the pros love Denver. There's a 7.5 still out there. I'd grab it. I think it's going to disappear. I just think the pros are going to pound this down. They got a lot of guys I talked to have this number at 6. I have this number at 7. So if it does get to 6.5, technically the value is now on the Chiefs. But in contest, if me and Chad get 7.5, Denver, it's an automatic play for us. Like, we just love that spot. So no shock there. Not too much love for Chad's Dallas pick, shockingly. I was going to see if anyone was out there liked it too. It's not. I think Chad knows it's a little chalky, but maybe we'll make it our survivor pick. I don't know. That was just a funny play by you. But I asked a bunch of different guys. No one had a real read on that. They liked our Giants pick. Obviously that number's gone up, so that wasn't the best. Simon says, I thought it was going to go down from 3. It just stayed at 3, and most books have moved it to 3. And the last one I will give Chad flowers for. He was on the Seahawks. They were 2.5 earlier in the week. That was the right play with all the question marks around Watson. They're coming off a big road win. Now they're traveling across country to Seattle. Chad got a good number. I think you got a 2.5, right, Chad? Yep. Now it's up to 4 at a lot of books. A couple pros were on that. Like, they liked it at 3. They liked it at 2.5. I just totally missed it. Where in my mind, it was just like, I don't know. That front 4 of Cleveland against the Seahawks O-line, that's a big advantage to me towards that Cleveland team. But obviously, it's PJ Walker. Like, that's what's moving that number. Like, the fact we all can badmouth Watson all we want. He hasn't looked right. He's still going to be worth 2 or 3 points to the spread compared to PJ Walker. So not shocking to see that numbers move so much, but I was shocked to hear the pros loved it so much, that the pros roll over the Seahawks. I'm probably still going to up on the Browns. Like, now that it's up to 4, if it gets a 4.5, how do I not take the Browns defense catching that many points? So yeah, that's it for sharp calls. They just basically were in line with me and you, Chad, the home divisional dogs.